Welcome to another playthrough on my channel. This is the bedroom DLC for Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Okay, so this is a fun mode where you have to try and figure out how to escape this room. So let's see how we do. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. But you have to be extremely careful because Margaret is, she's about, and there she is in fact, about to serve us some dinner.
Sleep well, darling? Our daughter really likes you. She wants you to be her big brother.
The hell to that?
Don't get too excited. Don't jump up and down just yet. You want to be part of this family, you gotta eat like family.
No, I'm good.
That smells good, don't it?
No, it don't.
You eat all this and you can be one of us. Then I'll take those things off and you can go out and play. But you gotta eat all of it.
Yeah, you have a choice here. We'll keep it civil, I think.
Wow, this looks delicious. Really, it looks great.
Oh, good. I'll be back in a little bit to check on you.
Wait, is there anything else to eat?
Wrong question.
You don't need nothing else. Now eat your goddamn supper!
Okay. Right, well, something to bear in mind here. Yeah, this is one of those kind of games where you have to learn how to escape the room. There's a couple things in here that you can do wrong, but just obviously be careful. Because you can mess this up. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this spoon, and I'm going to get out of this shackle here. If you just kind of play with it a little bit like this, you can actually untighten the thing and get out of it like that. Okay, now there's a lantern here that we can actually take. Just be careful, Margaret won't be very happy about that. Right off the bat, there's actually a knife here. This won't affect anything that you do. She won't notice that that's gone because it's taped behind the dresser there, so she won't even notice that that's gone. Do not open that drawer. If you open that, it will fall out and you won't be able to put it back in again. In there is a lighter, and in here is just a note. At the same time as all the other clocks. So it kind of gives you a little bit of advice there on what to do. Now, there's a couple of things that you can grab, I suppose, to save yourself a little bit of time. Like, you can play with this clock. The handle will fall off of it like that. She won't actually notice that, but you can go ahead and take the broken clock hand. Now then, yeah, these paintings, there's actually 3, as you can see from the wallpaper discoloration or whatever. Now then, let's go ahead and get this thing open. Using a clock hand to open a clock seems a little bit sinister for my liking. Now just be careful, because when you take that painting out of there, you're going to trigger off this this bell. And that will start making noise. Now just bear in mind that this clock says 5 o'clock, just like the note over there said, same time as other clocks. You will need to come back to this one and set it to 5 o'clock. Now what I'm going to do, because you have to put the paintings in the right order to get something going here, I'm actually going to take that one off. I'm going to go ahead and... You've got to be so careful here the way you do this. You can mess it up completely and end up making a complete fool of yourself. Believe me, I have. You get a time limit so you can kind of see what you have to do. Right, so that's now going off. She's going to hear that, but we're going to put that in there. That will therefore open that up. That will give us the sewing needle.
What was that noise?
We're going to take the paintings, and we're going to go ahead and pop that one back on the wall like that. We now have a minute. So let's go ahead and close this and put the painting back over here. No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
I'm not touching that.
We need to put that back where it was. You need to make sure the room doesn't look any different. So we're going to go ahead and put the lantern back on there. And I think we're just going to go ahead and get back in bed and pretend that nothing at all happened.
What the hell is all that noise?
So probably best to wait for Margaret and put this back. Okay, this is incredibly intimidating because if she comes in and she sees that something isn't where it's supposed to be, you're kind of boned. Like, this would be the worst time to see that you've put the painting in the wrong place, for example. She will notice that. She's very OCD about that kind of stuff. Alright, here she comes. Hello. Dinner's great, by the way. Oh god.
Now hold Hold on just a minute.
There's nothing different in here. Did you do something with your hair? Hair looks great.
Oh, just my imagination.
Alright, okay. This is good, by the way. Don't need anything else.
Come on now, eat up. I made that just for you. Don't worry, I'll be back real soon.
Missing you already. Jeez Louise, alright. Okay. Let's get this open again. And grab our trusty lantern. Now, there is a lock on this door over here, but it's got a 3-symbol combination. Now, the way we get to that is basically by, I mean, I'll show you guys this. On the back of each piece of cutlery, there's an icon. So we have an apple on the spoon. We need a fork, which has another icon on it. She'll give that to us very shortly. But I think what I'm going to probably go ahead and do... Might as well do this actually while we're on the subject, but... okay, wait, actually, let me try this one, that one, and this one, and that actually reverses the book to the other side. Now, as you'll see in there, it says fork, and then there's a leaf, and then there's a spoon. That tells us that the middle icon is actually a leaf. So that's, you know, that's incredibly useful. So we're going to put the paintings back now the way they were, because we don't really need to worry too much about that for the time being. And from here we can just go ahead and set the clock to 5, I guess, but we will quickly put this back. Don't really need to worry about this too much for the time being, so you can go back on there. Painting is good, everything else around me is good, and I think we're going to go ahead and set the time to 5 o'clock using the sewing needle. But be careful here, because obviously you're going to ring an alarm here and she'll come marching back. So as you can see, that's now revealed the door out of here and a note. We're going to go ahead and pop that back now, and we're going to put the lantern back in its place again. Everything should actually be fine, but we're going to go ahead and get back in bed straight away. We have a minute, which is kind of generous. But yeah, no, this is alright. We're just going to wait for Margaret now.
Damn it.
Kind of pushing our luck here a little bit. So yeah, there is a leaf icon in the middle. So that's how you find out what the 3-symbol combination is for that lock. That book actually opens on both sides. So it's quite nice to know that. Alright, I need the other piece of cutlery.
You again, Lucas. I keep telling you, boy, keep it down.
Not Lucas. See, the timer disappears, so you can't quite tell how long you've got left, so it's never worth taking the risk in case she comes in and catches you in the act. You can't hear her walk in as well. And she's back again. Okay, so we've got a new dish this time. She's not really paying too much attention to the scenery of the room, so that's kind of good. Okay, she did actually make something else.
Don't that just smell like heaven? I made it specially for you.
Wow, I'm flattered. Oh, no, she does have a little look around again.
Has someone been in here?
No, apart from you.
Oh, something ain't right.
You're just, you know, just paranoid.
Everything seems in order.
Good.
I figured you still hadn't eaten yet, so I brought something else for you.
Aren't I a lucky boy? Okay. So she's going to take that tray away now. Okay. Bye now. So now we can take the stove.
Who the fuck are these people?
God knows, Ethan. We're going to take the fork, which as you can see has a snake icon on it, so that's very good. We're probably going to have to get back into the bed one more time because we're about to make another horribly loud noise. Just take this lantern once again. Okay, so right, everything else is good. Don't really need to worry too much about anything else. But you have the lighter at this point, so what you want to go ahead and do is go ahead and put the stove there. And we need that corkscrew, but there will be spiders and stuff all over it, so we kind of need to go ahead and use our lighter. We just need some fuel for the lighter, so now that you have the spoon and the fork, and you know that the middle icon is a leaf, you can go ahead and examine. So that one was a snake, and that one was, I believe it was an apple, wasn't it? Looks like an apple, yeah. So now we can go ahead and do this, so we'll just turn that one to an apple, turn this one to a leaf, and go down to the snake icon. Oh, no, wait, I've gotten back to front. It was, yeah, that's right, there we go. So that's how you open up this door. So in here there's a couple things that you can do. You won't actually need the fork and the spoon anymore, so you can actually go ahead and get rid of the fork by using it on this nail down here. Just pry that away like that. That will then open up this little drawer here, and inside there we have some solid fuel. Now the solid fuel gets used, let me see, solid fuel for making fire. We'll go ahead and use that in just a second for the stove. I wouldn't worry too much about this for the time being. We really need the corkscrew so that we can undo this. So I might actually get that first. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that first. Make sure that this is closed. Thankfully she doesn't remember the combination on the door. She kind of doesn't pay any attention to that most of the time, but if you come down here, first death granted darkness to the man from the west. As the man travelled on, he gave of his flesh to 4 beasts of the earth, and when he arrived to the east, he was charged back with ardent joy. So that gives you the puzzle that you need to, you know, get the combination for the door, etc. Just take the stove and go ahead and combine that like that. And yeah, we're pretty much good to go now. We can go ahead and put that on there like that. Use an item with the stove, and we can go ahead and burst open these bottles of wine. It's going to make an awfully loud noise. She will most certainly hear that. But you can go ahead and take the corkscrew out of the bottle. And you're going to have to be exceptionally careful here now, because you're going to want to take the stove back, put the picture back where it was. Everything else is pretty good. The door is okay. The note doesn't need to be messed with. Put the lantern back, and then once again, get back into the bed. Kind of a rigmarole, but this is what you got to do to complete this epic adventure.
I'm not enjoying this, dang it!
Perhaps you're going mad. I mean, you keep coming back for some reason.
Huh?
She does this every freaking time.
Hold on just a minute.
It kind of puts you on edge because you think, has she spotted something? Have I forgotten something?
Oh, just my imagination.
Okay, so we're safe. She didn't notice the door, for example. Be a little bit unfair if she could.
Ugh, why are you so stubborn? You better eat or I'm gonna shove it down your throat!
I'm surprised she hasn't done that already, actually. She's got some extremely good patience. But this should hopefully be the last time now that you'll need to do this waiting exercise. So we're going to take the lantern one last time, and we're just going to complete this crap now. So let's go ahead and use the corkscrew on this for starters, and go ahead and get this lantern hook. But as you saw, there was 2 lantern hooks that we could actually take, so let's get that one as well. And this part is extremely clever. By the way, there's actually a note over here if you want to read it. Just some... If I can read it, I'll show you. Margaret was on the warpath again. I can handle her when she's yelling. It's when she gets all quiet that you got to watch out. At that point, you say one word and she flies out off the handle. Nothing for it but to wait. God damn it, Zoe. All Margaret did was yell at her some. And Zoe went and pointed a knife at her. Just pulled it right out of behind the dresser. Who knows where else she may be hiding them. I better check behind everything in the house just in case. What am I going to do with that girl? It's like she doesn't appreciate a loving family. So that's how you find out where the knife is as well. So we're going to take lantern hook B, and the A and the B give you an inclination that these items are combinable. So we'll just open up that. You can go ahead and put the lantern in there now. That generates a bit of light for us. And we're going to go ahead and combine these 2 lantern hooks. and we'll just go ahead and place that on here because we're trying to get the snake key so that we can unlock the door underneath the bed and get the heck out of this place. So let's just rotate this around a little bit. This is in a bit of an obscure angle from the looks of things. Let me just play around with this just a little bit more. Might actually be the wrong way up. Looks like it could be actually. It's kind of close. There you go. Now this one could have had people tricked out for quite some time because you think, how the heck am I going to make a snake's head? It looks very, I don't know, confusing, doesn't it? You have a third use for the fork. Believe it or not. I thought this was kind of crazy myself, but it's actually the fork. So you go ahead and you play around with the fork and then you get a snake's head. You see that? It's incredibly clever. And what that does for us is that actually unlocks that little bird cage there which has the snake key inside it. But at this point, you've now got Marguerite to handle. So just be extremely careful here. As soon as you take that, you're triggering her off. So I'm actually going to put that there. Grab the knife because she's going to start running at you now. So here she comes. Alright. Now, we have the knife. So I'm just going to quickly jab her in the throat with that. Now, you remember that you set the bed properly, so you can actually go ahead to the clock. Thankfully, I don't need the lantern to see what I'm doing. But you want to be really quick here, because she'll actually start getting up and she'll run towards you. She stays down for a little bit of time, but believe me, she'll come after you. She really will. But that is how you escape Marguerite and complete the bedroom DLC pack. It's quite an intense, fun little game to play, and once you know how to do it, it's quite fun to go back to as well. So hopefully that answered any queries or questions that people had about this DLC. If they were having trouble with it, hopefully this helped you guys through it. But yeah, I've done a lot of other Resident Evil content on the channel, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and check any of that stuff out, you can. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It definitely helps the channel out, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.